It's the Eagle Community Television Forum with your host, Gary Shorman.
Hi everyone, I'm Gary Shorman and this is the Forum on Eagle Community Television. The Forum today, we're going to be talking sports. In fact, we'll be talking Hayes High football. The Forum is brought to you by Hayes Med. Our guest today is new Hayes High football coach, Bo Black. Good to have you on our program.
Nice to be here, Gary. Thanks for having me.
Now, you know what? It's good to have you here in town as well because we lost, and we being the town of Hayes, lost a popular football coach. Went through the search, and it's here to me we found another popular football coach. You happy to be here?
I'm very happy. Don't know about the popular part, but excited to be here. My family's excited to be here and have been good friends with Ryan Cornelison for a good time, so it's an honor to follow him and to step into the position.
I know you haven't played a game yet. Practice is a couple weeks away, and then you'll play a game. Aren't coaches always popular before you ever play a game?
Well, most of the time I think that'd be a good point, but we're excited about the football season and think good things are going to happen.
Now, tell us about your family a little bit, because you had spent 13 years as a football coach in Great Bend, an arch rival of the Hayes High Indians.
Right.
What about your family? Where are they in all this process?
Well, my wife and I, Stephanie, have been married for 18 years, and we have two children, Hannah and Ty, who are 13 and 11, and we're excited to be a part of the community. And it's been a great move for my kids, and they're involved in a lot of things already, so it took a while to get rid of the red and black, but maroon's starting to creep into the closets, and like I said, we're excited about it.
Now, when you talk about making that kind of move, is a transition easy, being it's somewhat close, or where are you living now?
Right now, we're living in the honeymoon suite of the Vagabond, America's Best Value Inn. We're building a house out on the northwest part of town, and it's almost finished, but at this point in the summer, it's been a long day in the hotel life. But yeah, the transition, a lot of parts have helped being so close and being an hour of where, my kids have really known nothing else but Great Bend, and some of the transition from that part has been easy being so close.
What caused you to change after being in Great Bend? Because, as a coach there, you won, I think, 6 WAC titles, state title. You just really had a phenomenal career in Great Bend. What clicked when you had a chance to apply for this job?
I think more than anything, it was just time for a change in your coaching career, and I'd hate to use the word midlife crisis, but just wanted to do something different. Wanted the challenge of things being brand new again, and coaching some athletes that you knew had some great potential to be successful, and change of scenery more than anything else.
What goes into coaching from your standpoint? Dustin Armbruster standing alongside over here to coach me if I get in real trouble, but he says, you look back at your teams, not only have they been tough, but to some extent probably played beyond what maybe you would have seen on paper. So what do you put into a coaching program that allows kids to grow like that?
I think more than anything, you just build relationship with kids and are excited about being a part of their lives and taking it beyond the football field, being in a position that you're always teaching the values of the game of football, and sometimes that's fighting really hard on Friday night, and sometimes that's fighting really hard to save your marriage, and teaching those lessons through the game and everything that we do. And like I said, building relationships with the kids is kind of at the forefront of everything that we do.
And some of that starts, I know, with hard work. What goes on during the summer leading in? Because I know in the previous, under Coach Cornelison, there was a lot of hard work that went on during the summer. Is that still going on?
Still going on, you bet.
It didn't stop just because of the break-in.
That's right. I don't think it stops anywhere anymore. And with the new rule changes that have come about, everybody's starting back up June 1st, and we've been lifting, and we've had high school football camps and little kids football camps and middle school football camps, and had a team camp at Fort Hayes last week, and it's just an endless process. And there's a real truth to the fact sometimes when school starts, you're a little bit excited because you kind of get a break personally and all that, because the summers are so busy with everything going on.
One of the things I know that when you get into the practice routine in summer, it's always hot. But you get into weights, you get into other things. The difference between a winning team and one that doesn't, is that made during the summer, or is that just through the whole upbringing of middle school football all the way up? What makes a winner?
Oh, well, that's a good question. I'm not sure I can answer that off the top of my head, but a lot of things are tied into it, and I think more than anything else is what Coach Cornelison brought to the high school is Indian pride's everywhere, and I think if you're going to find a kid that's going to be successful and going to be a winner in life, he's going to take great pride in who his family is and what community he's from and which high school he plays for and who's he's representing through all that. And our kids do a good job of that, and they've worked extremely hard. And more than anything, it's been the transition has been smooth because to this point it feels like the kids have really accepted me and not just some guy from Great Bend. And a lot of the coaches have stayed on staff, and tying all that in together into a family atmosphere with the objective of not only making them once again winners on the football field, but winners in life.
Parents been supportive?
Yeah, I think so. In the summer it's so fast and furious, and you really can't keep track of who everybody's parents are. But the ones that we've met seem to have been very supportive.
I want to talk a little bit when we come back from our break about what fans will see, because Friday night football is big.
You bet.
But what will they see on the field this year that maybe they didn't see last year? And then some of the goals for the Hayes High Indian team. We'll take a break with Coach Bo Black after this.
Youthful body, tight tummy, smooth facial lines. Greystone Cosmetic and Reconstructive Surgery is here to help you achieve your goals and give yourself the new look you've always wanted. Greystone offers sophisticated surgical and non-surgical cosmetic procedures. With services now available locally, there's no need to wait any longer. Contact Greystone Cosmetic and Reconstructive Surgery at Hayes Medical Center today or online at greystonecosmetic.hayesmed.com.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Welcome back to the second half of our forum program here on Eagle Community Television. Our program is brought to you by Hayes Med. If you have any ideas, thoughts for good programs, send them to me at gary.shorman@eaglecom.net. You can also find us on Facebook. Look under ECTV Forum. Our guest is Coach Bo Black, who is a high school football coach, the new high school football coach at Hayes High. And Coach, we went into the break talking about what fans will see, because Hayes High football, without a doubt, has seen some really good improvement the last few years. We're going to be 4A this year, which is kind of a little bit of a change. But really what you want to see is good football on Friday night. What will the fans see?
Well, the one thing that we're hoping the fans see is the goals that we've set for ourselves, or what we want our mission statement in a sense to be, is we want our kids to be known for great execution, great effort, and great enthusiasm. And feel if you can put those three things together, you're going to have successful football teams at the end of the day. And we've got some really good football players that are coming back from last year, and we're really excited at things that are going on and what the fans are going to see.
Talk about those good football players.
Well, I always hate to do that because I'm afraid I'm going to miss somebody, and that we got a lot of kids back. Obviously the marquee name is Alex Delton, and I think people are used to what kind of athlete he is. The one thing that really caught me off guard is what a stand-up young man of character he is, and he's just really as good of an athlete as he's even just a better person in all that he does. And everything that we're doing offensively will really revolve around him. We're going to throw the ball a lot, we're going to run the ball a lot, and he has to make a lot of decisions in the process of the run game, so he's definitely the one that it goes around. At the same time, we have our center is back from last year, Delzite, and might not be real good with all first and last names right now.
That's all right.
Delzite's back at center, and Craig Dreiling at right guard, and Brandon Hardweek at right tackle, and Dieterding will be the left guard, and Henningsen will be the starting 5 offensive linemen. A lot of those kids are playing both ways as well, but I think 4 of those 5 kids are back from a very good football team last year. In the backfield, we got a lot of kids next to Alex that will carry the football and be in the backfield, starting with Adam Klaus.
Mm-hmm. Will you be running more than passing, or what?
Well, we're going to work real hard to be balanced in things that we can do, and that's always a good philosophy as a coach to have. But you have to have a kid that can throw it, and you have to have kids that can catch it to do that, and then you have to be physical in the backfield to run it, and so a lot of kids that are back, and a lot of kids are impressive, and a wide receiving crew that can get that done too. So it's a group that really can be capable of running and throwing however you want to do it.
So from offense, sounds like we could score 45 points a game. Can we stop them on the other side?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know if 45 would be quite right. But,
You'll take it, right?
Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, defensively, I think there's 8 starters back from last year, and there's a couple holes to fill on both sides of the ball, and then that's kind of part of high school football, knowing where your weaknesses are and what you have to do to make those kids better, and schemes that you have to do that. But a lot of kids back, a lot of talent back, and then a really good group of kids. I mean, they've just really been a joy to be around with their work ethic, and we're starting to warm up and be a little bit more vocal at this point, and so it's going to be exciting, and we're super excited about it.
Now, we'll come back and talk about kids and the importance of sports, but before we go there, the WAC. You won 6 WAC championships in a row at one point, and you obviously know some of the other coaches, other players, or other coaches and other teams in the WAC.
Right.
You comfortable going right back into that?
Yeah, I don't think that part has changed. You know, going to Dodge City and Garden City and Liberal are still the same thing, and you know the routine and been doing it for 13 years. And I think we're fortunate, like I said, to win 6 in a row and 9 total in 13 years. And going back down south and our way might be a little bit different game too, but other than that, feel comfortable with all of those teams.
What about 4A, that switch to 4A for a couple of years? What does that change in postseason, and what are your goals for postseason?
Well, you know, going to 4A is a really, really good thing, and you know, the first question that we get asked a lot with everything going on is, well, you got a great chance to win state championship this year, and you know, I totally agree with that if we can get out of our district. But you know, McPherson and Buhler and Abilene, you know, 2 of those 3 schools have used to be in our district, Hayes' district, as 5A teams. So they've all moved down to 4A as well in the last 10 years. So it's a really tough district, and it'll be, you know, if we can get out of our district, that part of it will be a lot of fun.
We're looking forward to it, and the enthusiasm it just will build on what we've had in previous years. I like the sound of that. But you did mention something about the importance of athletes and their families, and that kind of personal commitment to doing things right. How do you look at that from a standpoint of student athletes and the importance of student athletes versus just a student?
Well, I think, you know, a football player is still a student. There's still a lot of things being taught, and I think it's the, you know, a great classroom and a great forum to be able to teach life lessons. And in public education, a lot of that has been taken away over the years. But you know, we still got the great opportunity to teach character, and the great opportunity to teach hard work and integrity, and what it feels like to fail, and what you have to do and get yourself back up and continue to work hard, and actually feel the success and see the success on Friday night and build on that. And I saw a really interesting comment the other day of the head of the New York City curriculum department that said something to the effect of, we're so excited about football in our program because it's the only thing left in education that we haven't watered down and made easy. And you know, I think there's a lot of lessons that come from the game of football that can only be taught through football in the public schools. So it's a great honor to be able to do that, and something that's not taken lightly as we move forward with it.
Well, Coach, congratulations first on the job here. You have a great track record, and we're excited to see you out on the football field with the rest of the Hayes High Indians.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me today.
Bo Black is the new head football coach at Hayes High. Looking forward to a great season from them. And thanks to you for watching the Forum here on Eagle Community Television. It's brought to you by Hayes Med and by Eagle Communication, our community connected.
Youthful body, tight tummy, smooth facial lines. Greystone Cosmetic and Reconstructive Surgery is here to help you achieve your goals and give yourself the new look you've always wanted. Greystone offers sophisticated surgical and non-surgical cosmetic procedures. With services now available locally, there's no need to wait any longer. Contact Greystone Cosmetic and Reconstructive Surgery at Hayes Medical Center today or online at greystonecosmetic.hayesmed.com.